Yo, what is going on, guys? And in today's video, I will be doing the review on the anime heroes Naruto Shippuden, Minato, namikaze. Holy crap, this lighting is horrible. I think that's better. So, as you can probably hear in the background, I have one of the best anime soundtracks, or songs from any anime soundtrack, the Demon Slayer Mugen Train OST. Let me just say, I really have been loving Demon Slayer recently. The whole introduction into the Infinity Castle is definitely something great. Start things off here. And recently, I've been kind of going on an anime journey. So, of course, I rewatched a bit of Demon Slayer. I'm waiting for Netflix to slowly release more of the seasons onto Netflix. So currently they have up to Fishman Island, and it skips right to Egghead. So I'm just waiting until they add Punk Hazard, and yeah. But currently, right now, I'm watching Overlord. I just watched the new season of the Pokemon uh, Horizons, or whatever the crap they're calling it now. I'm really liking it. And then I'm gonna watch Evangelion, uh, Neogenesis, Evangelion, and then Hunter x Hunter eventually. So yeah, I have quite the watch list so far. But yeah, I've been really enjoying Overlord lately. So yeah, let's get into the review. It's been a while since I've done anything Naruto. Um, and yeah, this figure overall, I really like him. I I will say there are a few issues here, like the legs. I don't know why. I feel like the legs have some issues. I don't know if it's the leg mold, because I do not own the Kakashi for this line. Yeah, but you'll notice here, the overall sculpts of the figure are pretty good. You can see the under jacket. It's seemingly, if you took the Kakashi body, maybe made it less tall, added special Minato arms and heads, and then put the cloak, and yeah, they did a lot of detail. Of course, they have the split here, and yeah, is this better than the figure arts? Probably not, but I'll never know, because see, me personally, I don't like collecting duplicate characters unless it's Dragon Ball, because you know, you gotta have your powered up characters. You have in your base form characters. But yeah, overall, if we get let's get the detail of the head sculpt. There, yeah, you can see the head sculpt. Looks a lot like the character. You got the details on the headband here. You got this. This is not like the Itachi, where ultimately you can remove it. It's kind of stuck together through this part here. But yeah, and you'll notice the inside here is all white, so they don't continue the red. I feel like in this lighting it almost looks pink a bit, but it is red. And then you'll notice of course, he has the arms. Which, actually, now that I think about it, kind of reminds me a bit of the legs on the Gara. So, starting things off with accessories. I'll put this. He comes with the grip, the grabby hand out of the box, and the kunai gripping hand out of the box. Of course, then you have Focus up, camera. Okay, I'll move him out of here. You notice you got the grippy hands. And yeah, you got the other. And then of course, with it being a Naruto figure, you gotta have your jutsu hands. Then he comes with his focus up. Come on, bro. Come on. Alright, let's see. Focus. There's literally nothing else in frame to focus on. Other than this. Will this work? Oh, yeah, you'll notice there, of course, you got that, and then you got the scripture, you got the side here. Fits pretty good in the hand when you compare it to... Here it is compared to the SH Figure Arts Naruto regular kunai. It's a lot smaller. I don't remember if this is bigger or smaller than the average kunai. Of course. Then, of course, here we have the anime heroes Sasuke Uchiha Grass Cutter Sword. So yeah, it's not on any levels of the Sasuke Grass Cutter, and of course he doesn't come with any effect pieces. However, because I do have the SH Figure Arts Naruto, the Jinchuriki Entrusted with Hope release. Okay, come on. What we can do here is we can take the Rasengan. I wish I had some sticky tack or something. Oh yeah, you can do that. You can have a little display with it. It won't stick in there the best. It will probably require some kind of sticky tack, but yeah, you can have him ultimately doing a Rasengan, going crazy. Of course, he is a pretty important character. He is the 4th Hokage. He is... I don't remember if... Technically, he doesn't have the last name of Uzumaki, so I don't remember if him and Kushina actually lived long enough to have their wedding. But I'm just gonna say that they're married. Of course, he's also the father of the main character of the show, Naruto. So when we look at overall height, of course, we got the ruler here, and if I just turn it to the correct side here, I'll zoom out a bit here. When we look at the overall scaling of the figure to the top of the hair, it is around 5 3/4 inches tall. However, if we look to the top, let's see, see there. If we look to the top of the head, if we look at the top of the headband, he's roughly around 5.5 inches, but the top of the hair, roughly around, I'd say to the top of the head, he's around 6 inches. So yeah, if you're counting to the top of the hair, 6 inches of a pretty decent figure. Yeah, then we can do some size comparison. Of course, we have a pretty min. We have him alongside the the anime heroes Gaara. And overall, him and Gaara are roughly around the same height. Here he is next to the anime heroes Itachi. And yeah, I think Itachi overall is a little bit taller. but to the top. But Minato's hair is so tall that he's still seems taller. And of course, yeah, as we do know, Anisatachi, that is an option. For our last, we have two more anime heroes, and I have a few others. I think here we have him next to the anime heroes, Sasuke Uchiha. And yeah, he's a little bit taller. Here he is next to the anime heroes One Piece Trafalgar Law. And yes, Law towers over him. And we might as well do my last anime hero. We got Sanji from One Piece. And yeah, Sanji is a little bit taller. Next up, we have a Dragon Stars base form Goku. Imagine that. They're pretty similar in height. Two fathers who are not there for their kids because they die. Technically, if we look at the fact, in Dragon Ball Z, what is it? Cell kills Goku, and then he helps Gohan. Piccolo's like the father, just very similar to Jiraiya. Woohoo! Then, of course, we have Demon Slayer, Inosuke Hashibira. I don't know what company made him, but he's a lot smaller. Then, for shigs and giggles, here he is next to the SH Figure Arts Full Power Dragon Ball Super Full Power Broly. And yeah, Broly's a lot taller than him. Then we have the one that really matters. We have the SH Figure Arts Jinchuriki entrusted with Hope Naruto. And yeah, this is a pretty good one. Minato is, let's see, slightly taller to roughly around the top of the head. If we look at it from a head standpoint, they're almost the same exact height. Time for the articulation. Of course, head has some movement. Of course, head can look most likely all the way around. Can look down that far. Can look up that far. I think it can turn a bit. There is like a neck. You can see there the whole neck moves. Of course, the arm is on, I believe, a dumbbell joint. So, of course, you can move the arm up and down. Arm can go that high up. Of course, you got double jointed elbows. You got great hand articulation. I think, yeah, it's better on this one. You get no ab crunch, but you do get I'm not sure if you get any. I think you get a slight articulation out of that. Yeah, it's not much. Leg can kick up pretty far, of course, due to the thing. Of course, just because of the thing, it also can't kick up that far. However, if you move it out the way the best you can kick decent. Of course, you got your double jointed knees. You got your ankle articulation. And then, of course, we can get him holding his signature kunai. Alright. I don't know if the kunai is bigger. I think that's one thing they could have done. So you can get him in a pretty dynamic pose there. Of course, you can also get him in a pose like he just struck you with the blade and he's just waiting. And then, you know, it'd be like the anime thing where you see two, like, where you have a person who's, like, ready to block. You have someone who's sitting there like, okay, yeah, attack me. And then all you see is like the person like walk behind them and then oh they start bleeding their guts out. You can have him in a pose like that. Or he just struck his opponent and the person, of course he has the yellow flash as well. So he's incredibly quick. In the end, this is a pretty good figure. Is this better than a Figuarts? I don't know. Figuarts is a pretty top tier company, so of course they're gonna have some slightly better things about it. Their Minato figure. But if overall as a figure, as this figure as a whole, this is a pretty decent figure. I have collected literally like majority of the Anime Heroes line. I think I'm missing both versions of I'm missing a few versions of Naruto, a few versions of Sasuke, both of the versions of Kakashi. I'm missing Sakura, and okay, so one thing I really like about the Naruto, I'll just get all of them in here, but the Naruto Anime Heroes line is that they're the first Anime Heroes line that actually included a female character. One Piece hasn't done it, even though there's like 500 females to choose from. But yeah, they chose Sakura, and I think that might be because Sakura isn't, you know, that big-chested. Because I would imagine that they don't want to make these incredibly big-chested characters. It would be very hard to do that. So it would be very hard for them to kind of do that. So I think that's why they did Sakura. Or it's just because she's a major character. In which, if it's because she is a major character, we need to see Hinata in the line. Or at least I'm hoping Figuarts gives us a Hinata, because Hinata's one of my favorite characters. Overall, probably top 10. Not top 5. 7 and higher. Maybe 6 and higher. Or 6 and lower. Because, yeah, that's how tier it works, yeah. Overall, if I had to pick this over a Figuarts, I would. Not only for the price point of it being a cheap $20 figure, but also because it's very decent for what it is. I find this potentially being a figure that I just randomly pick up and pose around, because through my literally one day of having it, I've had it sitting kind of like on my bedside. As you know, I did my room tour, and I have kind of like my figures, my 2 One Piece anime heroes kind of sitting by my manga. I just have this guy chilling on the desk side next to my alarm clock, just sitting there, because I'll pick him up occasionally. But that's what I do a lot when I get a new figure. I'll pose him around, and then before you know it, it goes in the case and sits there. Kind of like some of the low-tier figures overall. Now, is this figure in Figuarts? It ain't no Figuarts. But is this figure a Dragon Star low-quality figure? Like, okay, so here's my issue with this. When you compare the Anime Heroes line with the Dragon Stars are okay. They don't get the best articulation. I mean, this Goku's probably like one of the worst Dragon Stars I have. Maybe like this, the Zamasu, and I'd say maybe the Trunks are probably some of the worst ones I have. Meanwhile, the ones like the Beerus, the Gamma, the Frieza, those ones are good. Vegeta's alright. Gogeta's okay. But these ones are just so much more higher, or more quality, I feel. And this is why I have a lot of anime heroes. Of course, I'm not done getting anime heroes, because I also want to get the anime heroes Dressrosa Luffy. And yeah, I'd say this line is a pretty good one. And let me just say, I'm really excited for some Figuarts too. I'm excited for that Figuarts Pain. If I really had to pick that, I would. If I really had to pick like a figure arts Naruto, that would be the one to pick up. Yeah, and I think I would choose Pain or Obito. Yeah. Or I would choose the new Naruto 99 edition of Sakura, because I think that figure is overall a lot better than the original. And I also just like the fact that the diamond thing is added. It's a better look that I like. And overall, Naruto figures as a whole is very interesting. They made their old line of Naruto figures, and then they have this line of Naruto figures. And I definitely would recommend some. Of course, you kind of see here, there's a kind of a corresponding theme with some of these. Got that. This. The whole thing. Itachi is easily like one of the worst candidates of this. No articulation, and on top of that, you open it up and look at that. Got this hard plastic skirt. But hey, it's not as bad as a figure art Zoro. So yeah, that's my review on Lord Thor, Minato, and Namikaze. Overall, it's a decent figure. I'd give it 6.5 out of 10. There's things that could be better, but also there's things that could have been way worse on it that I was expecting to. But overall, I like it, and I would recommend it for anyone who's just a fan of Minato. You know, a nice little display piece. So yeah, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.